your screen, like, share, and repost. Àbọyè. Those of you on YouTube, just give us a few minutes. Let's make sure that the visuals is clear. Grace, as you are joining us this morning, keep clicking on your screen and welcome to episode of our live streaming. The Odù Ifá we are delving into today is the same Odù Ifá we've been talking about. This morning, let me even see. Where do I start from? I noticed some things over the last few days, and it's taking us back to the teaching that we have been on. It's taking us back to, there are certain things in life that we are still yet to get and understand. And the truth is this: life is filled with a lot of voices. Like Yoruba people will say, Ilé ayé yìí ọjà ni. This life is a marketplace. Ọjà ni ilé ayé yìí, it is a marketplace. And when you get to a marketplace, you are bound to hear voices. Different people are saying different things to you per time. You are bound to hear voices as you go on in the journey of life. Where was that silver thing that was here? As you go on in the journey of life, you are bound to hear voices. As you are in the marketplace, different people are saying different things. Different people are calling your attention. Different people are inviting you to buy this, buy that, do this, do that. But there is just one voice, which is the voice of you and what you have come to this market to do. The same thing with life. There are different voices flying around, and I need you to understand that for the most part, most of these voices are, people are selling something to you. People are telling you what they want you to hear. People are telling you what is going to benefit them. Those are the voices you will constantly hear in this side of life. Just think about it as a marketplace. Everybody is saying something to you that they think is supposed to be. Everybody is saying something to you, and they want you to believe what they are saying to you and accept what they are saying to you. And most of the time, those extra voices are coming from a place of selfishness, greed, and what they are going to take away from you. The extra voices in the marketplace doesn't really care about what you have come to buy, what you want to achieve. Barely will anybody in the market ask you, what do you want to buy? Everybody just says, come and have this. Even if you tell them what you want to buy, they still want to convince you to get what they have to give to you. Ayé lọ́jà, ọjà nílé ayé yìí. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún wa o níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. We are still going back into the Odù Ifá Iwori. Odù Ifá Iwori. And the part of this teaching that we are going to have today, if you have not listened to anything that I said since I started Ìṣẹ̀ṣe for today, we are like 90-something episodes right now. If you haven't heard anything, I need you to listen to what I'm going to share with you today. This human life we are living, I keep saying it, not so many people care about you. This human life that we are living, not so many people care about you. The information and the actions that people put out in life, you need to understand that to a large extent, you are not the center of their conversation, the center of their information. People have selfish and greedy reasons why they are doing what they are doing, and they are involving you. Have that at the back of your mind. Please don't send in your hearts me for the day yet. Let's know what our flash goal is. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. And you have to learn. Ifá talks about balance. You have to learn. Please do not send in your hearts me for the day. Any sùúrù. Let's know what our flash goal is. Please, those of you on TikTok, Hold on and let's see the flash gold before you send in your heart me. You have just one heart me to send per day. So just hold on, relax. I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support, but let's do this strategically so that we can make the best of the algorithm that is available to us right now. So as I was saying, Ifa stresses on balance. We've been talking about that. For people that have been doing their divination in their respective houses, Ifa has been stressing on balance. And we also need to understand there is a reason that this universe was created from the place of balance. There is a reason this universe was created from the place of balance. And there is a reason every time the structure of human existence or universal existence wants to be attacked, it is attacked from the place of balance. Balance is the first thing that they take away. Balance is the first thing that they try to take out of place when they want to attack a system, a people, the entire universe. Once you remove the balance, everything becomes chaotic. What you are seeing in life today is not about, it is not about somebody is doing good, somebody is doing bad, the government is this, the government is that, this person is this person is that, women are like this country is like this. No. The foundation of the disorientation that is going on in life right now, every form of life, either human life, animal life, whatever form of life, the disorientation that is going on right now is coming from imbalance. And the first message that Ifa will give to anybody that comes to the feet of Ifa is balance. Once you can find balance in your life, in yourself, balance between the love you have for yourself and the love you have for others, balance between your spiritual life and your physical life, balance between male and female, balance between how we treat every other thing, you will find out that life begins to take a new meaning. Life begins to take a new shape once there is balance. Why is this light off? Everything you are experiencing in life that looks like is negative is coming from the place of no balance. And that balance is what Ifa is stressing that we find. Where is she? That balance is what Ifa is stressing that we find. And until we get it, it is hard to put every other thing in place. Until the scale is balanced, you will continue to struggle with why is it not standing this way? Why is it trying to fall? Why is it trying to fall? But the moment the scale is balanced, it's easy for you to carry it around. Àwọn Yami that Olódùmarè gave this earth to. One of the best ways or the easiest ways to describe them is what? They are the judges of this life. That is one of the easiest ways to describe them. Judges of this life. And what does, look at the logo or the symbol of the justice system. What does it show? Turn it on from this side. What does it show? A balance. Every time justice and judiciary system comes into your mind, what it shows is a balance, which is a reflection of what àwọn Yami represents. They represent balance. What Olódùmarè has asked them to do in this side of life is to bring balance. Not to be good or to be bad, to bring balance. When you find a judge that is fair and just, what he does is to give balance. He's not trying to take sides with this person. He doesn't love this person or hates this person. He's just being fair and just by bringing balance. And that is what life is. If there is anything that human existence on this planet is lacking is balance. If there is anything that religion has taken away from us, it is balance. If there is anything that westernization and civilization introduced to our continent, it is imbalance. Antonia Akinpelu, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Let's see what our flash goal is on TikTok today. Our flash goal is the ice cream cone. The gift ice cream cone. 100 ice cream cone. 15 gift shaped in an ice cream cone. So you can send in your flash me for the day right now. Queen Mena Eshegoni, you can send in your heart me for the day now. Our flash goal is the ice cream cone. 15 different people to send in their ice cream cone. Eshegoni, keep sending it in. Before we delve into our teaching proper, let us make our Iwori. As we are making our Iwori, please send in your gift. That is the ice cream cone. Akoda ayé àṣebà. Máṣe. Àṣebà tí wáyé ọjọ́. Máṣe. Elédùmarè ọba wẹ̀dá, ọba ṣẹ̀dá, ọba dẹ́dá, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Máṣe. Ajagunmalè olúwo òdi ọ̀run àṣebà, olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣebà. Mo ṣèbà bàbá àti ìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà mí wá sáyé. Mo ṣèbà olúwo mi, mo ṣèbà àwọn Iyanifa mi, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn àgbàlagbà, àwọn awo tó solé ayé ró, tó solé ayé yìí ró, ó dúró tì mí, tó ṣàtìlẹ́yìn mi. Mo ṣèbà, mo ní kí bà mí ṣe o. Mo ṣèbà àwọn tó dá ká tó dá, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó tẹ̀ ìlú yìí dó, mo ṣèbà àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ìlú yìí, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó là wá lórí, àwọn tó dá wa lóṣù, àwọn tó ní ká máa ṣàwo. Àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tá a ti ń pe Ifá, aṣeyé ìpa Ifá, aṣeyé ìpa ìkin. Ifá orí mi rèé o, Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀dayọ̀, Ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín. Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà, gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìire mú, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi arógbáṣọ má balẹ̀, ẹ̀yin ajẹ̀fun èèyàn má yó, ẹ̀yin apani má yọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòròǹró, ẹ̀yin olókìkí ọ̀run, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, abiyamọ òdi ọ̀run, abiyamọ tí ń gbọmọ ní ọjọ́ ìṣòro. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣe o. Orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọpọ̀ níbí lénìí, ẹ̀yọ́nú yín la béèrè fún, ẹ̀yọ́nú yín la wá, ẹ̀yọ́nú yín la béèrè fún. Kẹ́ ẹ yọ́nú sí wa ní gbogbo ọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ọba lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè, tẹ́ ẹ jókòó sórí ìtẹ́ àwọn bàbá yín. Àṣekábíyèsí yín o, kádé pẹ́ lórí, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, kí rùkẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́, káṣẹ pẹ́ lẹ́nu, kí ìlú má torí yín tú. Àṣebà gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo babaláwo Iyanifa, bàbá lóríṣà, ìyá lóríṣà, gbogbo ẹ̀yin àpẹ̀tẹ̀dí, gbogbo ẹ̀yin eléwé ọmọ, àwọn eléré, àwọn ẹlẹ́gbẹ́, àwọn oníṣègùn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. A ní iṣẹ́ tá a ṣe yìí, iṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé wa lọ́wọ́ yìí, a ní ṣìṣe. Mo ṣèbà yín látòkèlókè láì dápá kan sí, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ. Onílé mi ògbódò ọ̀rà, mo ṣèbà Jíbọ́lá, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní, mo ṣèbà idán, mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà ohun tó ń gbé nínú ilé tó ń fọhùn, mo ṣèbà gbogbo ọmọ onílé. Tẹrẹlú tòṣùgbó, mo ṣèbà yín, mo ṣèbà àwọn apènà, àwọn lísà, àwọn olúwo, ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí àsápè ọlà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi àbíyè, mo ṣèbà yín látòkèlókè, mo ní kí bà mí ṣẹ o. Mo ṣe ogún atán, mo ṣe ogún ẹ̀dán, mo ṣe ogún alàwòrò lótùfẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọlé Ajíbọ́lá. Mo ní ẹ̀dán á gbè wá, Ajíbọ́lá á gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mo ṣèbà orí, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, ọmọdé àti àgbà, dúdú ni funfun ni, lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni o, àfàìmọ́niṣe ni gbogbo yín, oṣoolé ni àjẹlé ni, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá tá a tún wá kọ́lé ní ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú ibẹ̀, òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa. Àní ṣe lásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, á tún orí tiwa ṣe. Ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín asọ̀rọ̀dayọ̀, á sọ̀rọ̀ èmi àti yín dayọ̀. Ifá afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, á fọ̀nà hàn wá níbi gbogbo bí tá a wà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ìbá wa ṣe o, àwọn tó láyé àgbà, àwọn tó nílẹ̀ àgbà, wọn ò ní dá sí wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Our flash goal for today is the ice cream cone, and we need 5 more people before the time is up. 5 more different people that has not sent in their ice cream cone for today. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. As you do it, Ajé will multiply it to you. Torí iṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀ lẹ ń ṣe, iṣẹ́ Ifá lẹ ń ṣe. You are supporting Ifá, you are supporting irúnmọlẹ̀. It's bigger than me. It's every one of us. And as I play my part and you play your own part to láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ajé would multiply it to us from anywhere we are bringing it out from. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So we need 5 more different people to send in their gifts, the cone. 5 more different people. Okay, your Mary, Mr. Dayo P1, ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. 4 more different people to send in their flash goal so that the goal and target for today will be met. In your Mary Loku. Today I'm talking about balance, and we are finding balance in one important part of life that balance has been thrown off. And little do we know that this part of our life is one of the major ways that human life has been disoriented. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. Rafif, thank you so much for that gift. Sacred Groove, I'm grateful. Iyanifa Ewa, thank you so much. Vibes Blaze, I thank you for that gift. Please send in the ice cream cone. That is the gifts we need today. 2 more people to meet that flash goal. Èèyàn méjì péré, 2 more people. 2 more different people that have not sent in their ice cream cone gift for today. If you're on YouTube and you want to support this flash goal, you can head over to our TikTok channel, Ifá College on TikTok, and send in your ice cream cone. Iyanifa Ewa, Ajé will continue to multiply it for you. 1 more person who is going to be the last person to send in their gift for today. Ẹnìkan péré ló kù. 1 more different person that has not sent in their ice cream cone for the day. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, Ajé àbùsí fún wa. Àbùdí ni tolókun, àbùdí ni tọlọ́sà, àbùdí ló máa jẹ́ fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Vibes Blaze, thank you so much for that. The goal has been achieved. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, gbogbo bí tá a fojú sí àti bí tá a fojú sí, ire máa gbabẹ̀ wọlé fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. As we have made it our goal to collectively push the knowledge of Ifá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ajé will push us beyond our capacities. Our irúnmọlẹ̀ will support us beyond our efforts. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We are speaking about balance. Sorry about my voice. I was doing some spiritual work literally throughout the night, and it involved speaking and shouting and talking. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ohun tá a fi ń sọ̀rọ̀, ibi tá a ti ń mú okun àtagbára wá, àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n á túbọ̀ máa fi kún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Balance is what we are speaking on today. Every time I scroll social media, the different platforms that we have, it looks like there is a particular target against the balance of the male and female gender. And last night I was speaking to my partner. I said, I don't understand who is. Somebody must be sponsoring this agenda of fight, war, misunderstanding, and imbalance between men and women. Somebody has to be sponsoring this idea of a competition between male and female gender. Because the number of times, and I can tell you, compared to the hours that most of you spend on social media, I probably spend less than 1% of the time you spend on social media. I have a lot of things to do. But even in that little time that I get to scroll through the different platforms, particularly this black app, it's like somebody is paying people to put out information and content that says, let's just create an imbalance and disorientation between the male and female gender. I don't know. Maybe the algorithm gets to pay them more money for it, for those of them that are getting paid for engagement. Or maybe it is just some, I don't get what it is. But subtly, life is being disorganized. Subtly, destinies are being truncated. with this idea of male and female are at war to win something. Now, I need you to listen to me and understand, not listen to me to respond. Either you are watching live or you are catching a replay or you are catching a clip of this. If you are seeing a clip of this, do yourself a favor as an adult, right-thinking human to ask the person that shared the clip to you that where would we find the full video so that you would understand what I'm saying. The part of the world where I live at the moment, at the time of recording this video, no platform pays you for putting out content. So this is not about any payment. This is about you understanding. Ifa is bringing us back to our identity. Mr. Dayo P1 says the algorithm pays for popular content and bad ethics is very popular. Maybe that explains part of it. There is a balance in life. Whether you believe in the God of the Bible or the God of the Quran, or you are an African spiritualist, or you are an Asian spiritualist, or you are a free thinker, or you are just a spiritually aware person, whatever your source of knowledge and life and divinity is. Where is she? Who is supposed to be here? Whatever your source of life, knowledge and divinity comes from, you understand that this life, this universal life, we came here to meet this structure. Somebody or something or some being or whatever it is put this structure in place. History has it that this structure existed before the first human person existed in different forms. Even if human beings existed before this structure, which I'm wondering how that would be, there is a structure and we can see it everywhere. And that structure comes from balance. Look at every form of life that you have around you, living or non-living. Look at everything you have around you, living or non-living. There is a balance. For every day that experiences darkness, there would always be light. Darkness and light are not competing. For every animal you see, there is a male and female version. They are not competing. For every tall person you see, there is a shorter person somewhere. They are not competing. For every male human person you see, there is a female human person. It is not a competition. That is just the way the human life exists. That is just the way the universe exists. Except if you want to question the creator of the universe or whoever it is that puts in these dynamics, channel your arguments to that side. But like I said before we went just a few minutes into this live streaming, you need to understand as a person that the bulk of information that is being shared to you, online or offline, is coming from a place of selfishness and greed of whoever it is that is putting it out. The bulk of it. Everybody is out to get something. People want to sell something to you and take something away from you. You need to listen to information with that in mind. Now, this is not an attack on anybody or anything, but for the sake of general use of word, I identify with the reason behind the idea of feminism. Listen to those words again. I identify with the reason behind the idea of feminism. There is a reason. And what they are trying to get is balance. That is their fundamental reason. But the way different individuals choose to go about it has a lot of confusion in it. And this is not a blame on them. This is because they don't even understand the balance that they are trying to create. They don't understand it. Like every other human person, they are myopic, they are short-sighted. They only know what their brain, their human physical brain has the capacity to know. They are limited in knowledge, in experience, in exposure, and that is just a human person. It doesn't make them bad people. They are coming from the little that they know, and they are projecting it with passion. Do we love that? Yes, we do. But the reason for that, the reason for it is balance. It's not a war. If you want to balance something, you don't have to pull down the other one. I wish I had a scale here. You know how a scale goes like this? It's supposed to be balanced like this. There is this and there is this. Now, the one that is heavier is the one that goes down, right? You don't have to pull this one down for this one to go up. This one is lighter. So what you have to do is put another object on this one, and it will be able to go down, and then there will be a balance. You see, this one that is lighter is what you need to put something on. You don't have to take away from what is in this one. This one already contains whatever it is that it contains. Put more on this and see if there will not be a balance. If anybody is, quote and unquote, fighting for the rights of women, fighting for the balance in gender, advocating for gender equality, where you are supposed to start from is, if you understand and acknowledge that the creator of the universe put a balance there already. Most of them refer to a time when there was a balance. That is, if they know that there was a time this human life was balanced. Now, if there was never a time it was balanced, it means that we cannot achieve that balance if it was never like that. There was never a time that goats could fly. So whatever mutation you are trying to do to make goats to fly is probably going to be impossible. But if there was a time that goats could fly, we can channel the goat and look at it and direct it and retrain it to the place that it can fly. We are taking it back to default setting. It is possible. The balance and the equality we are looking for is because there was a time that it existed, right? Now that we have agreed on that, there was a time that balance existed between male and female gender. Question is, what was taken away from the female part of that scale that made it become lighter? They took certain things away. It's not possible for you to add any new thing in the existence of this universe. The only being that can put into the universe what was not originally created there is the one that created it. You can only take away from it. You cannot put anything that was not there before there. It takes a creation to put it. The process of putting something in this universe that did not exist before means that you are creating something. Nobody has the capacity to create something that doesn't have an existing root. We can only improve on what is here. Look at every groundbreaking thing that has taken place. Nobody has created anything that wasn't existing here before. We are only improving on it. We are only expanding it. We are only, how do I put it? Mutating it. We are only taking them through a process of metamorphosis. We are not recreating anything. The capacity to recreate something new in this universe has not been given to human beings. If it has been, trust me, those people of the other color we have created, and even God that created this earth will doze off one day and open his eyes and say, what's going on? Is this the universe I created? But nobody has that capacity. Now, we have also established that. Meaning that for any imbalance to take place, you have to take away from it to have an imbalance. You cannot add to have an imbalance. Exactly, metamorphosizing what existed before. That's the only thing you can do. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, that imbalance that is taking place between the male and female gender, which one is now lighter? Which one was compromised? Female gender, right? That is what every feminist believes. And I told you that I identify with that idea because we can all see it. You don't need to be female to see the injustice and inequality on the gender called female. We can all see that. We have established that. The question is, what was taken away from that gender? What were the things that was taken away? So to every feminist out there, the first and the most important thing you need to identify is the only thing that you need to identify is what was taken away from that gender. Let's start from there. The solution to your problem is not attacking men. You are only creating more chaos. A cat and a dog, they are in the house living together. The moment you start to pitch them against each other, when they start fight, agbára tí ẹ gan ò lè ká. When they start fight, agbára tí ẹ gan ò lè ká. This thing that you are fighting, the cause that you are championing, it is a good cause. We can all see it. But let us be careful how we go about it. Ifá teaches us that the first step is to identify what is the situation, inequality. How did we get to that part? Some things were taken away. Let's identify the things that were taken away from people, from women, from the female gender, and then teach that woman, this is who you are. This is what was taken away from you. Telling a woman, when somebody speaks to you in a disrespectful way, you just don't say, it's okay, thank you. And then you are not just supposed to smile and say thank you. You are supposed to respond and fight for yourself. That's not the solution to the problem. If she does it the first time, and the voice that she is the voice that is speaking against her, if the voice becomes louder, she gets intimidated and she runs back into her shell. Because you only taught her the words to use. When somebody questions her, why do you think you can talk back? She doesn't know. The solution to the problem is not telling her to speak up for herself. The solution to the problem is letting her know who she is and why she is able to speak up for herself. Let her identify that this is who I am. So when you are speaking and somebody is speaking and the person is trying to talk over you because you are a woman, this is the reason you have to respond. Why? Because everybody has equality of speech. You are the same thing with everybody. Sit down and let me explain who you are to you. Look at who you are in the life of everybody. Look at the capacity that you are. Look at what Ifá said about you. Look at what your ancestors, your female ancestors were. Look at what women that came before you were able to do. Look at the capacity that they carry. Look at where those things started to change. Let her know the reason those things changed. Let her know who brought up the idea that women are weaker vessels. Let her see where her strength is. Sit down and explain to a woman what the process of pregnancy and childbirth, how it explains physical, mental, emotional, and psychological strength. Explain to a woman the pain that her body is able to take in that process and explain to her that there is no other form of human life that can withstand that pain, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and physically. You are not weak. How can somebody have the capacity to hold all of these things and they call you weak? You are giving her context and valid information. She is able to understand it. She is able to see herself from that capacity. These are facts you are giving to her. Sit down and explain to her how women that had gone before her were able to manage economy, authority, the home front, and they were able to go to war, and they could do all of that. They are female. Give her the fact of history of how everything went down. Don't just tell her the next time somebody speaks to you, shout at the person. If the voice of that person is louder than her, they will still overcome her voice, and she will still walk away bruised, disappointed, dejected as usual, because you didn't tell her where that thing is coming from. You are telling her that every man is out there to take advantage of her, so immediately she sees a man, she should build a defense and attack and fight. She doesn't even know why she's fighting. She doesn't even know what she's fighting for. She doesn't even know who she's fighting. And I am beginning to understand more and more why these women in Ifa and ÌṢЭШE conference is needed. Now, to every man that has reached out to me saying, Iyanifa, when they say something about women, blah, 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 and they are putting women together, I hope you guys are not starting up another cult to come outside here and fight men. With all due respect to every man that has asked me that question, I'm trying to respond to that question in a respectful way. Nobody is out to get you. Nobody is struggling your gender with you. There are certain things that men are doing that is only men that can do it. Women have way too many things to do than to come and steal your spotlight. The women that know the truth about who women are and are advocating for women to take their place again, they don't have a problem with men. They do not have a problem with men. You guys, you should have noticed something. I read the comments and I ignore the comments that have to be ignored. And if I'm ignoring a comment, it's because the spirits that are present here with us is asking us to ignore. Sherry, wọ́n ní ìjọ kan lèèyàn máa ṣe nǹkan tí ò ní fi ṣe mí mọ́. There is always a day that somebody will do something and they will not repeat it again. Either because they will never get the human opportunity to repeat that thing again, or life will teach them a lesson. When they have the opportunity to repeat it, they will run away from it. Ìjọ kan lèèyàn máa ń kọ́gbọ́n. I don't know who that person is. I don't know who they are. And I'm not going to give them the audience that they need. But one thing I can tell you, whoever it is the person is, ẹni tó bá mọ̀, let them check on that person in a few days. Torí nǹkan tí àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ àti àwọn ìyá tó jókòó tì wá tó máa fi ṣe, wọ́n ní bó ṣe ń ṣojú ni o, èmi kọ́ ni mo ṣe ni ò mọ̀ rí. So once you see me ignoring someone and I choose not to block somebody, wọ́n ti àsìkò àti jìyà àti kọ́gbọ́n ó ti tó fún wọn. Because before they can pick up that phone, they are supposed to be adult people. Adults ni wọ́n. So for an adult to choose to walk into a place like this and be disrespectful, wọn ò kọ́ wọn nílé ni. Àwọn tó ní wọn ò kọ́ wọn, àwọn tó láyé á dẹ̀ kọ́ wọn lọ́gbọ́n. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wọn á kọ́ wọn lọ́gbọ́n, àwọn tó jù wọn lọ wọn á kọ́ wọn lọ́gbọ́n. The only thing that I pity for people like that ni pé tí ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ tí arọ wọn bá dáràn, ọrùn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì tó wà nílé wọn ló máa dá sí. Àwọn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì tó wà nílé wọn, àwọn ni àánú wọn ṣe mí. So please just ignore me, that I didn't block the person. Mo mọ nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe o. Focus on what we are here to do. Ẹ fẹ́ nìyẹn sílẹ̀. Òṣùwọ̀n ẹ ti kún, àwọn tó nílé, àwọn tó láyé, wọ́n ti ready láti fún ní nǹkan tó tọ́ sí. Ó dẹ̀ máa gbà lójú páálí, kò síbi tó lè tì sí. This balance that we are speaking about is not a war between two people. We are helping women to remember who they are. Every existence of life requires male and female in the capacity that they hold. Iṣẹ́ tí Elédùmarè fi rán ọkùnrin ó yàtọ̀ sí tóbìnrin. I was telling my partner yesterday, I said the way these women are going about this feminism thing, they literally want to have a world of their own to exist. Imagine coming on social media yesterday, for whatever it is, the reason that person created that content, the first thing I heard is, don't marry men. And if you must marry men, don't marry them in the courts. That was the first time that I used that word. I'm not a person that uses slangs. I find it, the way I was raised by parents that were prim and proper, elite and cream parents, if you understand what I mean. So when you speak about slangs, they are not things that I say. But when I saw that post yesterday, the first thing that came to my mind is story Ọlọ́run bo mo tún já sí báyìí. Where did I find myself again? Excuse me. Blessing, you are looking for hookup. May they not hook you up to destruction and calamity. May they not hook you up to the 7 ajogun that is holding the negative side of life. Because the only thing you can hook up out of this place, if you are not hooking the knowledge of Ifá, is to hook destruction, is to hook sorrow and mourning. You see how people go about looking for trouble. Shey you see. And they will now start running from pillar to post. Their mother-in-law, their stepmother, kinikon. You come into a place, you see Ifá calling, they are talking about Ifá, you are saying hook up. And you don't know that the person that will follow you from this page to go and do hook up, anything wọ́n ti, ẹni táyé ti ń ṣe ló máa tẹ̀lé ẹ. Kò sí wàhálà dẹ̀ jókòó jẹ́jẹ́ fúnra rẹ̀, wọ́n láwọn fẹ́ tẹ̀lé. Her name is Blessing. For those of you that want to hook up with Ajogun and calamity and the negative side of life, remember what we said yesterday when Ifá Ọ̀rúnmìlà went to make friends with Ikú. Ọ̀rúnmìlà said, òun ti lékú àtàrùn jìnnà. We have sent them away. For those of you that want to follow them, Blessing lórúkọ ẹ̀ tẹ̀lé o. Ó pẹ̀rẹ̀ Blessing olóhùn ṣe ó kọ àwọn kan dẹ̀ ló bí yẹn o. You see what I'm talking about? But I know that Ifá will help us to restore this balance. Ifá will help us to restore this balance. The knowledge of Ifá will go around and people will identify who they are. People will return to the knowledge of who they are. Because it is not possible for ọmọ tó bí nílé ilé rẹ̀, an adult lady that grew up. I'm sure that when this girl was growing up, as a young girl, she had dreams of becoming something great. A doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, a successful businesswoman, an actress, a great musician. She had dreams of becoming somebody in life and making her destiny proud and her generation proud. Where kilo shele, at what point did she lose it? At what point did she now decide that she will use her government name to sell hookup inside a spiritual setting, the effrontery? It's like somebody enters into church today and after the announcement, he say, please, before you go, there is hookup here. Torí kò yé mi o. Àwọn tó bí wọn lànà wọn máa ń ṣe mí, but you see this balance we are talking about, we will get it. We will find it. Ifa will direct us in a way that people will understand it. Let's share Elédùmarè. Yesterday, when I read an Odù Ifá, bring that book for me. Bring that book for me. I need us to understand where this balance that I'm talking about is coming from. I need us to understand. Odù Ifá Iwori Odi. I will still read that Odù Ifá again. Odù Ifá Iwori Odi ní kò sí abiyamọ tí kò lè bí awo lọ́mọ, kò sí abiyamọ tí kò lè bí Ọ̀rúnmìlà bàbá ẹni. Bí ó bá bí ẹni ní pípé, bó pẹ́ títí á tún bí bàbá ẹni lọ́mọ. Yèyé ẹni bí ó bá bí ẹni ní pípé, bó pẹ́ títí á tún bí yèyé ẹni lọ́mọ. Adífá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà tí ó wí pé òun á mú ọ̀run bọ̀ wá sí ayé, òun máa mú ayé lọ sọ́run. Kí ó bá lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dandan, wọ́n ní kí Ọ̀rúnmìlà wọ́n ní kí ó rú ohun gbogbo ní méjì méjì, akọ àti abo. Now let's stop there. Ifa says there is no childbearing woman that cannot give birth to an Ifa priest. There is no childbearing woman that cannot give birth to Ọ̀rúnmìlà, our father. If he gives birth to us in full, we inevitably shall in time give birth to him in turn. This Ifa oracle was consulted for Ọ̀rúnmìlà, who said he will bring heaven down to earth and he will take earth back to heaven. In order for him to accomplish this mission, he was asked to offer everything in twos, one male, one female. In order to achieve that mission of life, in order for Ọ̀rúnmìlà to bring the existence of heaven to earth and earth to heaven, Ọ̀rúnmìlà was told to make an ẹbọ, and that ẹbọ has to be done in twos. Where is the box? The tissue box. Ọ̀rúnmìlà was asked to make ẹbọ in twos. Turn this towards this side. And the twos was one male and one female of everything. You see that story of Noah and the ark. There was a day that turn it here. There was a day that Kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀, the current Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀, he was making a statement, a press release or an interview or something, and he said the story of Noah and the ark that is existing in Ile-Ife, it is part of our history. And so many people, out of their myopic mind, they came for Ọọ̀ni. What is this Ọọ̀ni of Ife saying? What is he saying? Noah and the ark is in Ile-Ife. Yoruba people just like to take everything for themselves. And I know that Ọọ̀ni of Ife does not owe any of us explanation. So he doesn't have to carry Odù Ifá and be referencing Odù Ifá. He has left us to go and do the assignment and research. How did the story of Noah and the ark and everything in between, how did it get to Ifá and Yoruba people? Ọ̀rúnmìlà had an assignment that he wanted to do. You know, when we say, as it is in heaven, so it is on earth. This was the decision that birthed that existence, that reality. Ọ̀rúnmìlà was the one that desired it, that let's be able to move Ọ̀run to Ayé and Ayé to Ọ̀run. The existence of everything here, let us be able to. I have seen both sides of it. I understand both sides of it. And I feel like before a balance can be in this life, let us merge this place together as much as we can. And Ifa says, to be able to do that, there is just one thing. You want the existence of Ọ̀run to be reflected in Ayé. You want what is done in heaven to be reflected on earth. What you need is balance. And that balance can only come from the male and female is balanced. And they said his ẹbọ should be two. Now, for those of you that are students of Ifa and you are studying Ifa, you know that every item of an ebo is a reflection of what is going to happen in the divination and the results the person is going to get. If you are making, if they ask you to bring a dog for ebo, it means that Ogun is involved and he wants to fight a battle for you. If they tell you to bring Eyele, it's likely that Ajiolokun is involved and Ajiolokun is going to do something for you with the ebo. In Odù Ifá or Yekumeji that we were teaching at a time, we learned at a time, when we were, it was the story of Oyedudu. Oyedudu was in a situation where Iku was running after Oyedudu. They said pé kó fi ewé Ifá, aṣọ dúdú àti Iyedudu pé kó fi rúbọ. They asked him to bring those black substance. After the ebo was made, they asked him to rub everything all over his body to become completely black, so that the people that are looking for him, when they enter into the house, they cannot identify him because they are looking for a light-skinned person. The items of his ebo was required in his solution and the achievement and the realization of what he wants. In this Odù Ifá with Ọ̀rúnmìlà, Ọ̀rúnmìlà wanted to bring the activities of Ọ̀run, the activities of heaven into this earth and vice versa. And Ifá said, make ebo with male and female of everything. Ifá says ebo ní méjì méjì in twos. If Ifá stopped at méjì méjì, two of anything can be two female, can be two male, can be two stones, can be two buckets of water. But Ifá went further to say the twos I'm referring to is the male and female of everything. That balance, there is a reason that balance was his ebo. Because that balance was needed to bring into effect what Ọ̀rúnmìlà wanted, what is in heaven to the earth. When people get married and they have 25 years wedding anniversary, 30 years wedding anniversary, we look at them and say, this is a match made in heaven. It is a match made in heaven, a match made in Ọ̀run. We look at everything that is beautiful and perfect on this earth as something that was designed and structured from heaven, from Ọ̀run. Meaning that we have all accepted subconsciously that Ọ̀run has a balance of beautiful things. And we want it to happen in this life. And the people that are enjoying life are the people that we have concluded that they have the same thing that is existing in Ọ̀run, because that is what it is. And Ọ̀rúnmìlà wanted that for us in human life. And he requested it that, I know what Ọ̀run looks like. We came from Ọ̀run. I can remember, like I said, when we are born as infants, a lot of us don't remember our existence there. Some people do. Some of you have dreams and visions. You see yourself in the life you existed before you came here. It's not everybody that is dull and short of spiritual knowledge. Ọ̀rúnmìlà was not dull and short of spiritual knowledge. Ọ̀rúnmìlà recalled what existence of Ọ̀run was like, and he said, this life is not good enough. I want to be able to bring what is existing in Ọ̀run into this life. Ifá, can I do it? That is my request. I want it done. And Ifá said it can be done. But for it to be done, balance is what you need to learn. And balance especially between male and female gender. You want man made in heaven. Like, everything about this person's life was just crafted from heaven. You want to live a life that people will look at you and say, your life is a reflection of heaven. Do you know what you need? What you need is balance. And the balance Ifá is stressing on in Odù Ifá Iwori is balance between male and female. That's what you need. So imagine that balance of male and female in the ebo that Orunmila was asked to bring is what is going to be able to experience heaven on earth, match made in heaven, life crafted from heaven. Once there is an imbalance, what does that mean? Comment section, please. And those of you in the house, if balance is what is going to bring that beautiful match made in heaven, life structured from heaven, if we remove balance, what are we expecting?
Chaos.
Please, can we speak up?
Chaos.
Comment section, we are expecting chaos. Can you see what we are experiencing right now? Exactly. The disruption and the chaos we are experiencing right now, the major part of it is this imbalance that is going on, especially between male and female gender. Everybody has their part to play. Look at these two hands that I have. They look alike, but one is right and one is left. The things I can do with this right hand, I can't do it with this left hand. And my left hand is not constantly attacking my right hand. Is it only you? Are you the only one that is doing it? If I want to pick a book, my left hand, drop it. It's not only you. Me too, I can carry it. At least see, me too, I can. They don't do that. They don't do that. You have two what? There are organs in your body that is two. Your eyeballs are two. There are some things I want to look at this corner. If I'm looking at this thing right now, keeping my head straight, the only eye I can use to look at it is one on this side. And the eye on this side is not going to roll there and say, no, it's not you. Me too, I can see. Of course you can see, but you can only see this side. Can you stay there and see the side that you can see? There has been an imbalance and inequality, yes. But getting that balance back into place does not mean fighting the other side. If something happens to your right hand today, and it needs to go through physical therapy for it to be healed, that is not a war with your left hand. Your left hand is not the reason your right hand has a POP in it, or has a splinter on it. The moment they remove that splinter, we are going to be teaching your right hand how to function again. But do you know where it starts from? Identifying which bone is broken, identifying what went wrong with your right hand. Because your right hand is what you use to write. If you pick up a biro and it falls down, you pick up a biro and it falls down. Your left hand cannot write. Your left hand was not designed to be the one to write for you. What you have to do is find out which nerve is out of place, which bone. Go to the physiotherapist, fix it. Go through a healing process. In that healing process, your physiotherapist will be teaching you how to make sure that your hand is still active. You have that there rubber ball. You grab it, you press it, you do everything you do to it. They will tell you to stretch the hand several times in a day. Be doing it gently. They are not telling you to attack your left hand. At that moment, you start to do more things with your left hand, things that you were not originally doing with your left hand. You will learn to pick things with your left hand. You will learn how to write in a certain way with your left hand because your right hand is not functioning well. The moment that POP is out, the moment that splinter is out, your right hand learns to gradually, you are not going to forget your right hand. You will learn to gradually start to write again. And the moment you are able to write again, you have taken the role from your left hand. It wasn't even easy writing with your left hand in the first place. Bring that into the concept of male and female gender. They took away so many things from women. Yes. They took so many things away from women. Yes. Men now started to pick up things that was originally supposed to be for women. Yes. Men now started to take advantage of women, push women down. Yet, was that right? No. Correcting it, the way to correct it, is it for us to do the same thing that was done against us? Is it another wrong that is going to make it right? No. If you put out another wrong, you are also going to end up creating another imbalance. And what you thought you wanted to achieve will never be achieved. Will you be able to do something? Yes. But will you be able to achieve the purpose of which this fight and this advocacy is for? No. All they are, with the way they are going, what they are going to eventually build, if allowed, is another imbalance where women are now this way. Women are now the one that is heavier and men are like this. Then we now have another generation of men trying to fight for men equality. Is going to be, we will now be roaming around in circles. Nǹkan tó máa padà ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. And for people that are fighting this cause today, when they pass from this life and they are able to see human life clearly, a lot of them will be feeling like, and I should have done this thing better this way. Sometimes I try to put myself in the brain of Professor Wole Soyinka when he started the, what's the name of that course that he started in UI? Pirates. When he started the Pirates Court or Club in University of Ibadan in those days, he started it with, he had good intentions. He had a dream of what he wanted for it. But sometimes I wonder, how does he feel today, seeing the way everything was taken out and turned into something else? Sometimes I wonder, does he regret setting that up? I don't know. If there's any question I want to ask Baba the day I see him, this will be the first question, because sometimes I wonder. Because I would never want a true and a good decision and idea that I have to be taken out of context. And this is what a lot of feminists don't know. People are taking this, their advocacy, out of context. People that are hurt, people that are pained, are using feminism to bleed on every other person. They are using, thank you so much, Golden Light. She said there is an Odù Ifá that speaks on how men provoked women to war. Excuse me. The men went to Ifá, and yes, I've seen that Odù Ifá. I would recall that Odù Ifá soon. I will let you know. But I know the Odù Ifá you are referring to. I think I saw somebody speak on it on social media a couple of weeks ago. When I recall it, I'll let you know. I'll mention it on the live streaming too, or I will send it to you via private chat. A lot of them, by the time this thing goes where it's supposed to go, this their own feminist idea, by the time it reach where it is going at this rate, a lot of them will wish they did not go about it the way they went about it. But they have good intentions right now. But the way a lot of them are going about it, that's not the way. A lot of people are hiding under gender inequality advocacy to just bring out their hurt and their pain, which is why I use this hand as an example. This hand needs to heal first. You need to find out what the problem is and heal it. The entire gender called female has to heal, because women were broken, women were tortured, women were suppressed, women were pushed down. That this gender called women has gone through a lot. And the pain and the trauma has passed from one generation of women to another, and we cannot deny it. An average woman is carrying a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt inside her. It doesn't make her a bad person. That is just where she's coming from. It's the same way you look at people of color in America today. Black people in America today, they are carrying pain and hurt. So when you see them act the way they act, don't look at their actions, look at where it is coming from. That's why I said, when you are trying to solve a problem, don't look at the surface, look at what is informing that thing, what laid a foundation for that thing, what birthed that thing. Which is why I don't blame a lot of them. Kudos to them for the work they are doing. It takes a lot to be able to speak against popular opinion. It takes a lot to be able to speak and at the risk of being cancelled. It takes a lot to be able to speak on something that you know that people will come for you. So I say kudos to them, but I also say if the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse of that thing is inevitable. Misuse of that thing is inevitable. Let every woman return back to who is, let's first of all define who is a female. I'm not talking about female energy, female gender, irrespective of what energy she's displaying. Let's go back and define that. Before all of this chaos, who is a woman? How did she become this person that she is today? Place who she's supposed to be and who she is today side by side. How did we go from here to here? What are the pains? What are the trauma? What is the experience that moved her from here to here? Identify what her pain is. Identify what her experience is. Then take them one by one and start to heal them. We need more messages, more content out there that is helping a woman to identify her pain, identify her trauma, and heal. It's only a woman that is healed that can advocate for other women that are going through pain. If you have an advocate that is in pain, you know that a lot of what they are doing is coming from the place of emotion. There is literally no logic in whatever it is they are doing. Which is why even in this human life, when you are in a law court, you are a judge, you are a, you are a doctor, when you hold some of these professions, and you are supposed to take care of a client that you are emotionally invested in. If you are on a team that is supposed to handle the case of somebody that is your spouse, your partner, your mother, the presiding head of that team will take you off that case because they will tell you you are too emotionally invested in this. You will not be able to apply logic. You won't be able to deal with this thing professionally. Same with the medical profession. They will take you off that surgery, that team of surgeons, because the person on that table is your wife, is your child, is your father, is your best friend. They know that to a large extent you are not going to be professional. So if you want to advocate for women, make sure that you are coming from a healed place. I listened to somebody, or I read somebody write something about Ife, Diary of a Nigerian Girl, Dan. There was a time they said, I don't know, I didn't know her at the time, they said there was a time that Ife was advocating, she was a feminist. And now they say she's she's married now. And people are coming for her because she's now married to a man. And I was wondering where that is coming from. But then I saw certain posts that they claimed that was from her. I don't know if the post is from her. I barely follow social media like that. And those posts had come from a place of somebody who had been saying that, oh, this fight is against men. We are not going to allow men. We are not going to kidney come with men. And kidney come with men. Men. The person that made that post that I read on, that was speaking, said, when this lady was pushing all of you to fight men, to hate men, to not tolerate men, they used you to build a platform. That's what the person said. That she had used that feminism and, the debating of we are fighting for women to build a platform, only for her to go and marry the same men, one of the same men. And he's now coming here to talk about how beautiful marriage is. She's now coming here to talk about, as a married woman, after 2 seconds of being married, that's her life. She's an adult human person. She can choose what she wants. But that's supposed to tell you that a lot of the people that are championing this cause, they are coming from a place of, the knowledge that they have is based on what they know at that time. Is an imbalanced information. Let a woman talk to you about feminism. A woman that is balancing her relationship with men. She has men at her place of work and they are coexisting very well. She is married to a man and they are coexisting very well. She's raising male and female children and she's raising them with a balance. Let that be the person you are going to listen to. Not somebody that is teaching you business administration and has never had a business. Not a business coach that is teaching you how to grow 25 business in 3 days. But the only business that the person has grown is how to sell a course to you to buy. That's not business. You are just a teacher. And I love you for that. I come from a family of teachers. I respect them. But you are not a business person. If I'm planning to build a multinational company, I'm not going to listen to you. Does that mean you don't have information? You do. But the practical life guide that I need, the day when business starts to have challenges, you need to run back to a book. You don't have real life experience of it. Does that mean that you cannot speak on it? You can speak on it, but I am not going to pay you and hang the future of my business I'm building on somebody that is reading book. When you need business advice, real life business advice, you don't go to your lecturers in school that taught you business administration. Because when it gets right down to it, you're 5 years in business, you have more experience than them. When you are in a business and it is crashing, you go and look for people that have done that business that has crashed and they have succeeded and they've built it and they've maintained it. When you are listening to somebody advocating for feminism, look for somebody that has found a balance. Gender equality, shebi equality means balance. Look for somebody that has found a balance. Not somebody like one big blogger auntie that I don't want to mention her name, that was advocating for celibacy among girls. Is celibacy among girls a real thing? Yes. Should children in high school be celibate? Yes. But we just discovered 2 years down the line that auntie fell pregnant. That's the first time I was going to hear the phrase fell pregnant. Auntie did not have a husband. Auntie did not have a boyfriend. Auntie just fell pregnant. Yet auntie was selling celibacy to the rest of the children. Now the children are confused. And you know what auntie did? Auntie did not give anybody explanation. Auntie says she doesn't owe anybody explanation with her life because she's an adult person. And of course she doesn't. But I'm telling you that social media that you are listening to we tell you something that is going to benefit them and their platform and what they are gaining. Hardly will you find somebody that is telling you something that supports you, that cares about you. Imbalance is what they are bleeding on you. So every time you see such content, you are going to listen to anybody, listen to people that are from that place of balance. Today I'm not going to go into explaining male and women and men balance, gender, whatever it is. I just need you to see the imbalance. The women folk are the ones that I need to work on, and I'm going to work on them during that women in Ifa and ÌШЭШE conference. I'm going to work on them. But I want you to understand, and to the men that have been hearing about this, don't worry. This is not another conference to teach your wives how to fight you. You are not our problem. We need you. We recognize you. We honor you. We understand the place that you hold, and we have given you your place. We are not struggling with, we don't even want to do what you want to do. I saw a post a couple of days ago that made me. The girl said, what a man can do, a woman can do better. She said, me, I cannot do better. I cannot do nothing. Do everything. Me, I cannot do anything. Alapa kenini, alapa stainless in me, do it. You want to pay bills, do it. You want to be superhero, do it. You want to be protector and provider, do it. Me, I cannot do nada. What a man can do, a woman can do better. I'm not here to struggle with. You want to do it, Oga, go and do it. Just make here to enjoy the dividends of what you are doing. Women that understand, like, they are not struggling with men. We are doing too much already. An average African woman is doing too much already. You think she wants to take up the role of men? Exactly. I want to be a soft life Gen Z body. I'm not looking, that's not my goal is not to do what a man can do, a woman can do better. Nikine can do better. We are not whoa, dear men, Mr. Dayo P1, on behalf of every other woman here, I'm giving you a message to give to the men. Tell them that we are not struggling their position with them. No, but we are not to exist in the capacity that Olódùmarè has given to you. Do your thing, be the man, enjoy it, just allow us to be women. That's all we are asking. I know that you know, sir. Àwọn kan wà tó mọ̀ ní ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn. Ẹ bá wa fi ohun yẹn ránṣẹ́ sí wọn pé nobody is. So those of you that are saying, Iyanifa, because I've received a lot of messages. I'm telling you, I've received messages where men are saying, this thing you want to do, Emma Sheo, we don't want our women to now come to the house and now be saying, oh, Iyanifa has given us power. She has shown us that we. I thought, wow. Then you need to also heal, because nobody is struggling position with you. When you have a woman in your life that is healed, that knows who she is, that identifies where she's coming from, that knows the capacity, the boundaries, and the limits of who she is, and she's enjoying it, you are the man that is blessed. You are the one that is blessed. When you have a woman that knows what balance and boundaries are, you are the one that Olódùmarè has blessed. You don't even know it. So if you know what is good for you, you will tell your mommy, your sister, your auntie, your mother-in-law, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-wife, your current wife, your side chick, your second wife, your third wife, your neighbor's wife, your daughters. You will tell them to attend Women in Ifá and ÌṢÄШE conference. See, if your side chick attends that conference and she understands who she is, she's not likely to give you problem in your marriage. Both of you are adult people that have decided to be stupid. You will be stupid with pride. You will be stupid with common sense. I don't even know how that is going to happen. But she will be the best side chick that life can ever offer. She will know her boundaries and her place, and she will sit there until the day àwọn tó láyé will tell you ẹnìkan fi ọ̀bẹ ìjẹ ní ṣùgbọ́n tó bá dẹ̀ wá ṣe ní time yẹn ó kù ó kà wá ẹbí ẹ̀. But you will have a side chick tó máa fi ẹ́ lọ́kàn balẹ̀, who will not stress you. She will have sense. If you invite your ex-wife and your ex-baby mama, is there ex-baby mama? No, there is baby mama and ex-wife. If you invite your ex-wife and your baby mama to this program and they attend this conference and they receive the knowledge I'm giving them, they can co-parent with you without any problem. You will just be wondering, is this not the same woman that when I see her call, you know, some people see the call of their partners in co-parenting, ex-wives and baby mamas, and their hearts will just do panic mode, anxiety attack, like they can freeze. Big men that people are saying yes sir, Odogu sir, when they see the call of their ex-wife and their baby mama, see, they are thinking, about what will I say, but they dare not allow that phone to ring to the end without picking it. They will spend a few seconds while the phone is ringing to they will be thinking what to do. Before it cuts, they will quickly pick it. They will now do, hello, 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 can you not hear me? I can hear you. You don't want that in your life again. Invite your baby mama and ex-wife to these women in Ifa and ÌṢЭṣE conference when they start. Somebody says, please teach African mothers not to lose their natural feminine energy. We are not even teaching them not to lose it. We are teaching them to, you are not, you see, if you are going to come here and not pay attention to what you are doing, I don't want you here. We are not even teaching them not to lose it. We are first of all teaching them to know that they have it. Some of them don't even know that they have it. So we will teach them to know that they have it. We will teach them to know how to activate it. We will teach them to know how to use it. The moment they know that they have it and they know how to use it, they cannot lose it. If somebody gives you a paper now, and you keep it in your house and you don't know anything about it, and then they come tomorrow to say, that paper is called check, or you can take it to the bank to go and collect money, are they supposed to tell you, take care of it, don't lose it? If I give my daughter money now and she looks at it and she is not money that she's familiar with, it's not a currency note that she's familiar with, and she just thinks it's a game paper, and I come back to her to say, we are traveling to Qatar tomorrow, and that is 1,000 reals. Is it reals they spend in Qatar? Or okay, we are going to KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, tomorrow, and this is the Saudi Arabia reals, and it is what, this single note is worth 1 million naira. Thank you so much. It is worth 1 million naira. Do I need to tell my 10-year-old child, take care of it, don't lose it? My own children, I don't know about your own children. My own children, they like money. The way they will go and keep it, they will carry that bag every... If that bag, she thought, my bag, oh, it's my bag. Mommy said that there is money. Do you know that that thing is not paper, it's not a toy, it's money that is inside it. They will guard it jealously. So don't worry. Telling them not to lose it is because they don't know what it is, which is why I'm saying that. Telling a woman, speak for yourself, fight for yourself, is because she doesn't know who she is. Qatar is real. Okay, so I was right. It's because she doesn't know what it is. She doesn't know who she is. That's why you are still explaining to her what to do. Give her the foundation and let her know who she is, what she has, and the benefit of that thing. Then go a step further to teach her how to apply that thing in her current everyday life, in her marriage, in her job, in her finances, in her social life, in her health. You think she wants to lose it. She does not want to lose it. You don't need to tell her not to lose it. As long as she's an adult human person that has sense. Balance between male and female gender is not men fighting women and women fighting men. Hey, Money, thank you so much. Grand Rising, how are you doing? Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Mushubu, Atonyo. It is not men fighting women and women fighting men. It's everybody understanding their space and being there. And dear women, see, the choice of being married is an individual choice. And I tell people, let's normalize that some people do not, open this, let's normalize that some people do not want to get married, and they are not going to get married, and they are going to live a wonderful and great life, and that is okay. But to those of you who want companionship and want to enjoy marriage, please block, mute, delete, do everything you need to do to all these people that is advocating nonsense, because they are feeding your head with a lot of trash. Your subconscious is receiving that trash, and subtly you are manifesting that trash, and then you will come back and say, can you imagine, that is what they said and it's true. Marriage is not your problem. The men you are getting married to is not your problem. Take responsibility and be accountable. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Take responsibility and be accountable for the part that you also played. Take responsibility and be accountable for creating an enabling environment for certain things to happen in that institution called marriage that you are involved in. A man is not your problem, except, of course, you are forced into marriage against your will. But for every adult that chose to go into marriage, that person is not your problem. Acknowledge that. Ask yourself and take responsibility for the fact that you also chose that person. There was your choice in that journey. You are not responsible for what they did, no. But you are responsible for the environment you created for that to be able to happen and continue to happen. I don't care what it is. You are an adult person. Oh, Iyanifa, some cases are different. Yes, everybody's case is different. It's not even some cases that are different. Every case is different. Coming outside to listen to people that are telling you, the lady literally said, don't get married to men. And if you must marry men, don't marry them in court. And what was her point? She says, don't marry legally, don't marry in a courthouse. So that in case anything happens and there's a divorce, you will just tell your man, I'm going on a vacation, I want to go and greet my sister, and you will just pack your bag and leave. And I wish I could respond to that person in comment section, but I don't have a personal social media account. I don't have a parody page. I don't have any sneaking page. I don't have time for all of those things. Ifa College is the page that I have, and I will not go into somebody's comment section and comment with Ifa College about something that has to do with them. But you see that conversation, it says, it doesn't say anything about marriage. No. It says a lot about the person that is speaking. Because as an adult human being, how do you go into something with a plan that it is going to fail and this is your easy way out when it fails? It's like a student that wrote JAM, that wrote SAT exam, TOEFL, IGCSE, what was that exam? You are going into the exam. You have written the exam to gain admission in university, into college, and you tell yourself, I'm not going to let the lecturers know me. I'm not going to have friends in this medical school. So in case I fail medical school, I can just go into history and international studies and nobody will notice. What does that sound like? If you are sending a child to school and paying your child's school fees, and your child is, and you overhear your child on the phone telling her friends that you will put your hand on your head as a dramatic African and Nigerian mother, pé oti sunwon na, oti shi omo bi, owó ti jóná even before you start spending it. As an African mother, you will put your hand on your head and say, this battle has been lost before it started. You have wasted money even before you pay the first school fee. This is the mindset of the child that you are taking to school. But no, mommy, you need to understand that some of these lecturers might be stressful. Medical school might be stressful. See, a lot of people have failed in medical school. Let her just do it that way so that it will be easy for her to cross over. I will not send you to school. Me as your mommy, but I will advise your mommy. Emma Romoyelo school. Sit down in this house until you understand what education and success in education is. Maybe education is not for you. Sit down here. There's no need wasting money. If you're already, you have not gotten married, you are choosing, I want to do traditional wedding. Listen to these people who they say don't go to court, but you can do traditional wedding. You can have friends come over. You can set up your own kind of wedding the way you want. Just make sure you are not signing any documents. You can involve family. You can announce to the world that you are married. You can put in your emotions into it. You can make your body available to your partner every day. You guys can do things together. You can eat from the same place. You can wear the same clothes. You can do life together. You can lie down totally unconscious in sleep next to this person every day. But somewhere in your mind, you already have an escape route. Please, is your father owing rent? Or did your mother's house burn? Because maybe your daddy is owing rent and you are looking for where to live. That's why you decided to go and live in that man's house. Because if your father is not owing rent, sit down in your father's house. That is not marriage. Marriage is not for you. Sit down in your house. The institution of marriage did not invite you. You don't have to be married. You can do every successful thing in this life and fight for yourself without being somebody. Leave somebody's son alone. That man that is marrying you because he wants a future, he wants peace, he wants to grow old with you. Yet you are already saying, no, babe, we don't have to go to the courthouse. You are not going to tell that man that I'm not going to the courthouse with you, so that in case the two of us fight, I can live without. That's not the reason you are going to give to you. You will find a beautiful reason. You will stall. You will even tell your mother to lie that they saw a vision that if you sign registry like this, your hand will twist. They will give him that story so that he will not, and he too will accept you and believe you. Another human being's future is what you are toying with. On behalf of every abiyamo ní ayé àti lọ́run, on behalf of every mother that has a son in this life and that wants the future of their son to be successful, every girl out there that is going into marriage with this intention, 2 minutes before that wedding we hold, ojú ẹ máa fọ́, etí ẹ máa wàá rọ lápá, wàá rọ lẹ́sẹ̀, wọ́n máa gbé ẹ lọ sí hospital, wọ́n máa wọ ẹ lọ sílé yìí. Something will happen to you that will send you back to your father's house, because you cannot leave your daddy's house and come and mess the life of somebody else up. This man is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that this marriage works. You already have a association of the moment he does this, I will just carry my bag and the children, I will just leave. I want to share more go, want to be 1 million. The whole of your village is sitting on your matter and you are coming. I was looking at the girl and I'm like, and this one right now, in the eyes of her eyes, lójú ara ẹ̀, she thinks she's making sense. Please, if you have to block and mute such content, abeg do it. See, I don't know who is paying them for this rubbish, but they are subconsciously putting things into you, subtly feeding you with something that will change your narrative gradually. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I pray for every man out there. Let me change that, because the energy that I'm carrying today is to give people, is to pay people for certain things that they think that they have done. For every woman out there who is in her house right now planning to get married, to go into that marriage and show a man shady, you will find your match. You will find the one that you deserve. The man that you find is the one that both of you deserve each other. Your paths will not cross good men who have come to this life to be good. You will never cross paths with them. You will marry, but you will find your own match. Both of you match each other. You fit each other. You will find the people that you deserve. You will not stop going around bleeding on people that are trying their best to navigate life with every good intention. You will not find them. Sorry. Mrs. O forever. I can see you. I can hear you. I can see you. I can hear you. For every woman that is housed there, I'm saying it again, you will find your match on this journey of marriage especially. And to the men too, bó ṣe fi síbí ló fi sọ́hùn. Bó ṣe fi síbí òun ló fi sọ́hùn. To every man out there who is stepping out in life, looking to just marry a woman, a good woman, and put her in the house, he already knows what his intentions are. He just wants a good woman to be in his house and give birth to good children and raise good children for him. You will find your match. You will find the one that you deserve. Let everybody go out in life finding what they deserve. To every good person that is intentionally loving the institution of marriage and wanting the institution of marriage to work, may you find the people that are also on the same page with you, that will do life with you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. For every good human person out there who, despite their limited knowledge in life, they are of their best practice to make sure that life is beautiful. They want to raise good homes. They want to have a wonderful partner. They are ready to put in everything to navigate life with one person for the rest of their life without any intentions of hurting the person, even though they know as human beings they hurt. And when they do, they are ready to make everything right. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ní gbé egun ilé egun. Your life will not be imbalanced with the wrong person. You will not meet the wrong people. If it remains 1 minute, wọ́n ní tó bá kù ìṣẹ́jú kan kí ọmọ olóore jìn sí kòtò, mọ̀nàmọ́ná á ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ni. Tó bá kù ìṣẹ́jú kan báyìí, if it remains 1 minute or 1 second, for you to be entangled with the wrong person, Olódùmarè will shine their light into your situation and divert that person away from you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Now, to the person that said that is not the type of prayer that an Iyanifa should be praying, you know my response to you? My response to you is that you lack knowledge, and you lack knowledge and you lack wisdom, and you are projecting religion on Ifa. It's your religious leaders that have what they can see and what they cannot see. Ifa is a balance of life. There is blessings and there is curses. Elédùmarè ṣe dálé ayé nìyẹn. If you have knowledge of Ifa and you are here to get knowledge, you will have been listening to balance. Life is a balance. When people need Iwori, you give it to them. When people need èpè, Elédùmarè ló dá ajogun tó ń jẹ́ èpè sílé ayé. There are 7 ajoguns that Olódùmarè created. Òfò wà ńbẹ̀, ẹ̀wọ̀n wà ńbẹ̀, èpè wà ńbẹ̀, ikú wà ńbẹ̀. Elédùmarè ló dá. And those ajogun are working as Olódùmarè has instructed them to work. The same way nobody can look into heaven and say, God, why did you allow this person to live life? People come into life and they leave. The day a child is born and the child has a birth date and birth certificate, one day the child is going to, that human person is going to live this life with a death date and a death certificate. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. It is not a Ifa priestess is supposed to be. It is lack of knowledge and spiritual stupidity that will make you say that. If you have knowledge of balance in life, Olódùmarè tó dá ire, òun ló dá ibi. Tibitire nílé ayé. Tibitire òun nílé ayé. Olódùmarè tó dá ibi ló dá ire. So tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣiṣẹ́ ẹbí, a máa ní kí ajogun èpè àti ẹ̀wọ̀n kó máa tẹ̀lé yín lọ. Iṣẹ́ tó wá ṣe nìyẹn. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣiṣẹ́ ire, a máa ní kí àwọn a máa wú ire fún yín. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ ire, àwọn orúnmọlẹ̀ tó ń ṣeré á tẹ̀lé yín. Àṣepamọ́ ló wà, kò sáṣegbé kankan bí kankan, Yorùbá ló sọ. So tó o bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹbí, tó o rò pé Iyanifa kan á wá wúre fún ẹ, tí tó o bá ṣiṣẹ́ ẹbí tí ń bá wúre fún ẹ kò lè ṣẹ. If the work of your hands are evil and I make Iwori for you, it is nothing, because it's a balance of life. So if you feel uncomfortable, hold on. If you feel uncomfortable that we are sending ajogun èpè to people that are doing wrong, ìwọ ni kó wòra ẹ. Wọ́n ní tára bá ń fu ẹ́, ó ní nǹkan kan tó jẹ lára ṣe ń fu ẹ́. If you are feeling uncomfortable that we are telling people that are coming into marriage with the wrong choice, not to meet people that are right, then there is something fundamentally wrong with you. So when you come to Ile Ifa, everything is in Ile Ifa. We have Àfọ̀ṣẹ, Tèpè àti Tire. Méjèèjì ló wà nínú Ile Ifa. Èyí tó o bá fẹ́ gbà ló máa gbà. Èyí tó o bá fẹ́ gbà, àṣẹ tó wà lẹ́nu tibi Tire ni, èyí tó o bá fẹ́ gbà ló máa gbà. So if you come into this space, tó ń hùwà elépè, tó bá fún elépè kó o gbà. It is only church ló ti máa hùwà ibi tó máa ṣàdúrà fún ẹ. This is the house of Ifa. There is a balance. Tibi Tire òun ló wà níbí. So you will get it the way it is. Lack of knowledge is what's making you do that. I said leave it. So this balance we are speaking on. Foreigners that are here, the things that I'm saying in Yoruba, if I say it in English, the algorithm will be angry. The algorithm will be angry. Somebody said, let me summarize it. Somebody is in the comment section. The person has been putting out very disrespectful and insulting comments. I just decided usually I will block them, but I just decided to leave that person. Because my spirit said the person is about to receive something and they need to receive it. There is a saying in Yoruba that goes, when Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè wants to deal with somebody, the first thing they take away is Iwa. They take away your Iwa pẹ̀lẹ́, your good character is what they take away from you first when life wants to deal with you. So the moment the person starts to lose Iwa, the person is acting out of character. It means that the person is about to be dealt with. So we allow them to act out of character so that when the ajoguns are dealing with them, they are justified. It's a balance of life. And then I went on, I was making Iwori for people that go into marriage with the intention of, I'm going there to show myself. In case it doesn't work, I'm going out. I made Iwori for them that may they not find good people. If it remains 2 minutes for them to marry a good man, sickness and disease will coil them back to their father's house. Because why would you go into the marriage with the intention that you want it to break and you want to run away? No, we are not allowing that. So the person was here saying, and Iyanifa is not supposed to say that, and Iyanifa is supposed to be speaking good, even if people are doing bad. No, Ifa did not teach us that. Everything in Ifa is a balance. And I went further to cite a saying in Ifa and in Yoruba that says, good, positive and negative work together. Olódùmarè created both of them. When you do things that requires positive, you will get positive. When you do the other side, the ajoguns that are in charge of that other side will be there. They will be waiting for you. It's a balance of life. It's not good and bad. It's just called balance. And that's the balance we've been speaking about since. The reason people go about doing things that they know fundamentally that is wrong is because religion told them that when you do it, you can go back to God and ask God for forgiveness and He will wipe your clean slate and everything will be good. That is why you find an average Muslim, they are about to say and do something that is fundamentally wrong. They will proceed with Asta Gafru, like, God forgive me for what I'm about to say. Where is the rationale in that? God forgive me for what I am about to say. You know that what you're about to say is wrong. You are asking for forgiveness ahead of it, and you still go ahead to do it. Where is responsibility and accountability in that? That is the imbalance in life we are talking about. If religion and spirituality teaches people that for everything that they do, there is an equal and opposite reaction for it. For every action, there are consequences that is inevitable. People will make better choices. When they realize that there is balance of action and reaction, people will make better choices. Do you know why a lot of people are not involved in certain illegal things? Because they know that if the law of the land catches up with them, this is what is. But if the law of the land is the law of religion that says for whatever it is you do, you will be forgiven, your plate will be wiped clean, and everything will be new. People can live this life in sin. Then when they die, we will go to their grave and pray that God should forgive all the sins that they have sinned in the lifetime. If that is what the law of Nigeria, law of America, law of Ghana is, you will be surprised what human life will look like right now. That imbalance is the reason an adult person will come into the space of any other person and be talking recklessly without any form of decorum. That balance is what we are talking about, and we will instill it. The moment you get a glimpse of that balance, you will act better. You don't need hellfire to scare you. You just need to know that this Olódùmarè that we run to say, Olódùmarè, I want area of house, I want area of children, I want area of cars, of money. That same Olódùmarè has EB to give if you do anything wrong. How do we maintain balance in homes of children that are well trained? When you see a child that is well trained, that is loved from home and well trained, you have seen a home that exists in balance. The parents know when to show love, they know when to discipline and correct, because they know the future they are building for that child, not because the moments that they correct that child, they don't love the child. That is balance. And when you see a child, an adult that has grown up in a home and they are ill-mannered, you know to a large extent that balance did not exist in that house. They probably over-pampered that child, or the parent over-disciplined, and the discipline became abuse. Balance is what life is, and we will instill it. It starts from Iyanifa. When I tell you people that I'm a very nice person, and I can also be the opposite of nice, whatever is required is what is required. That is why Ogun was sworn in customary courts in Edo. Exactly. I like that. The moment our politicians are wanting to, what do they do? Swearing in. If they bring Orisha, Ogun, into that swearing in and say, swear by Ogun that if you go against this mandate, XYZ is what's going to happen to you. I was explaining to somebody yesterday. I said, do you know why it is rare for you to find a Babalawo that will cross the line? A Babalawo that will be greedy. I'm not talking about Adamushe. Do you know why it is rare? When you join Awo and you are being initiated and inducted into Awo. In Nigeria, I don't know how they do it in diaspora. They will bring Afoshe out, Afoshe. If you know what Afoshe is, Olubom. You will hold it in your hand and you will be pronouncing heavy curses on yourself. If I go against the fundamental benefit of this Awo, this and this is what is going to happen to you. You are the one that will say it out of your mouth yourself. If you like, say 2 sentences. People are looking at you. Say more. They will give you more to say. The day I was doing my own, the heavy words that I was hearing that people were telling me, coming from a Christian background, I was like, I'm not going to say this to myself. They said there is a clause there. If I go against this thing, you are saying it to yourself with Olubom, that is the foundation of that community that you are living in. After you do it, you think you are going to come out and do anyhow. The day you want to do anyhow, you will remember what you said with your own mouth by yourself, not what somebody went to say somewhere to you. With your mouth by yourself, you said it. That's why you find a lot of Babalawos living in line the way they are doing. There is no hellfire to scare them. Nobody will say, God will punish you when you do. We don't have that. We have balance. And the other side of it, they will give you the other Afoshe to recite blessings and greatness for yourself. As long as I'm in line with Awo, these are the beautiful things that I want. You will also see all those beautiful things to yourself. Every good thing you want to see. They will give you time to say it. They have brought to you what? A balance. Tibitire. It has been put in front of you. Then go out and live that balance. Nobody needs to tell you that don't do this. Nobody needs to admonish us every day. Conference of Babalawo this year, don't let anybody steal again. No? We are finding too many of our members that are. Nobody needs to tell you that. If you don't do it, you go to hellfire. The pronouncement you gave to yourself, hellfire has nothing on you. The pronouncement you made on yourself, hellfire is learning. You will make pronouncement to include your children. If you know what Yoruba calls inomo, that's hellfire. Inomo oni jo Aláṣẹkù.
Àṣẹ. Àṣẹ.
Balance is how Ifa exists. Balance is how life exists. Balance is what we will continue to teach. When people get that balance, quality of life will change. So many things we are bothering ourselves, it will just naturally be happening. Find that balance in everything that you do. When for English speaking audience, when I say inomo ni jowa, it means that the fire of childbirth will not burn us. When Yoruba says fire of childbirth burns someone, it means that a parent is experiencing pain over their children. Either the child gets on alive or something terrible happens to the child. Pain that is experienced over a child is what Yoruba calls inomo. So the Iwori I made is the fire of childbirth will not burn us. We will not experience any form of pain over our children as being a parent. Elédùmarè. You see that fire is worse than hellfire, which is why I say hellfire has nothing on the person that experiences fire in this life. Hellfire is a joke. If I will present balance to you, if they tell you to choose between the fire that life can give you and hellfire, you will choose hellfire. You people will be plenty there now. They will be singing and dancing. People are there. They have not died, according to the story. People are there now. We will be there. The person will beg to live this life. Aláṣẹkù, we will not experience it. So I'm saying to you today, find balance in everything you are doing now. Teach your children balance. Find balance at your workplace. Life will begin to get better. And collectively on this gender equality, whatever it is that is going on, we are going to find balance. Balance is what we will instill. The person asking, are you in Lagos? Please, can you send message in the can you type in the comment section so that they can send the message? I think till the end of season 3, the few more days left in season 3 of ÌŞÄŠE for today, we will still continue to talk about balance because we need it. We have learned something today. Tibitire nílé ayé. Olódùmarè created everything. So anybody that wants to, you see what I was saying about knowing things, knowing the foundation of things. That person that came up to say, as Iyanifa, are you supposed to be doing that? The person was trying to speak over me to make me feel bad for what I was saying. Now, naturally, anybody without knowledge will feel bad. Iyanifa was not supposed to say that, and somebody called out her. But because I'm coming from a place of understanding, I understand words. I understand that words can be positive and negative. I understand when it is necessary to use both. Nobody can speak over me in a conversation when it comes to my words. After I analyzed everything, where is the person here? I didn't block them. They were the one typing in the comment section, why don't you block me? I said I'm not going to block the person. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ gbọ́ ó máa gbọ́. Where is the person in the comment section now? They cannot type anything. That is exactly what I'm saying about teaching women who they are. When they understand who they are and what they are here to do, nobody is able to speak imbalance over them. is coming from a place of knowledge, not just telling somebody to act in a certain way. Acting in a certain way is trying to force fruits on a tree. No. Go to the root, plant the right seeds, it will germinate. These fruits will come out effortlessly. Since Ifa symbolizes balance and the road to our destination, is it mandatory to initiate into Ifa? Okay. First of all, we do not use the word initiate. There's nothing called initiation. That process you are talking about is called Itefa. It's a Yoruba word. So let's define that word itself. Initiate is not an English word. What you are trying to describe is what we call Itefa. Itefa is that spiritual journey or spiritual ceremony that gives you your Odù Ifá. You go into Igodu to get something. What is the purpose of that initiation? When you of that ceremony and journey, when you know the purpose of that ceremony, you'll be able to understand if it is mandatory, right? So let's define it. That ceremony or that spiritual journey is the journey you go into Igodu to receive what? Your Odù Ifá. The Odù Ifá that breathes you. What does that even mean? Your Odù Ifá, the Odù Ifá that breathes you, it is what tells you your purpose, your destiny, your reason for being in this life. It tells you who you are, where you are coming from, where you are going to, gives you the guidelines on how to live life, who to get married, the kind of person you can get married to, the kind of career or business you can build, the location you are supposed to live, the kind of health challenges you are likely to have, your taboos, the kind of friends you can have, the way you are supposed to navigate life, what differentiates you from the next person, the kind of clothes to wear, the kind of food you eat. That is what comes out in Igodu. Irrespective of who you are, irrespective of your race, your color, your background, when you come to Ifa, nobody asks you what is your color, what's your race, what's your gender, what is your location. Nobody asks you anything. And I always give this example because it's a public example. Google this woman, Susan Wenger, or Susan Wenger. I don't know which one is the correct pronunciation. Please, can somebody type her name in the comment section? Google her. She's an Austrian. She was an Austrian. She was a European. She came into Nigeria to find her place in Ifa, and she contributed largely to what we know as the Osun Osogbo groove today. Thank you very much. Google her. She's Austrian. So if that person, at least that is a public information that you can verify. If she could come to Ifa and find her place and find her purpose and fulfill her destiny and live her life there happily ever after until she passed, then it means any other person can. At least, basically, the world is divided into two colors. She is of one color, we are of the other color, and she from the opposite color came and find her place. So if Mama Susan Aduni Olorisha can, then any other person, that's a physical proof. But the real life Ifa proof is that when you come, nobody asks you what is your gender, what is your color, what is your race, what's your denomination, are you in religion. When you do that process that you call Ifa initiation, they are not going to tell you, today you are denouncing Christianity and Islam and you are taking, no, nobody cares about that. Ifa doesn't care about that. So now that I have defined what that process is, let me ask you the same question you asked me. Is it mandatory for everybody to know their purpose, to know their direction in life, to know their taboos, to know their guidelines? Or is that something that should be given to a particular set of people and other people should just walk through this life blindly, confused and without information? I'm sure you have the answer. So yeah, that answers the question. Balance. Your Odù Ifá will tell you your balance, your boundaries. Don't go beyond this. But this other person can do it. That is what balance is called. You can do it, they cannot do it. That's the balance. Balance. Find it in every place that you are in every aspect of your life. Find the balance. If you have any questions, let me know. Type the WhatsApp number in the comment section. If you need this process I just described right now is called the Tefa. If you do not have your Odù, you don't know your purpose yet, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now. Mrs. O forever, Eshe Goni. If you have any questions, please ask. The Women in Ifa and ÌṢÄШE conference, we are getting ready for it. You are seeing clearly the more reason we have to have this. The day that when we fix the time, I will let you know. We will give you enough time to prepare for it. Invite everybody. Women need to understand who they are. We need to return back to who we are. Remember who we are. And bring the best version of us into this human existence. And find a balance. Bring back the balance that existed in gender, where male and female coexisted happily side by side without anybody feeling inferior or superior to the other one. Balance was what existed then. And that was why life was beautiful. People think that marriages lasted a long time with our forefathers, our grandmothers, because they endured a lot, because they were submissive, because they were not educated. No, marriage existed beautifully because there was balance. They maintained the balance. Irrespective of whether a woman chooses to get education, she wants to have a career, she wants to have a business, as long as she finds a balance with it, you both can coexist without anybody feeling inferior to anybody. Balance. That is what Ifá is telling us to find, and that is what you and I need to find. Moshi Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, Moshi Ogbo, Ato, Asure, Iwori, Ofun. Any questions for today? I know you don't have questions. No, now lift it up from here before you open. There's something here. The replay of this live streaming will be available on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Everybody needs to watch the replay of this. You need to watch today's teaching several times. Several times. Several times. You need to allow it to sink. The number of times that you have the number of times that you have listened to, I'm trying to adjust this light. For every moment that you have listened to something that does not align with balance, listen to this live streaming 10 times more. For every message you stumble on online that does not align with balance, go back and listen to Iyanifa Ewa speak on balance to help you unlearn all those misconceptions and lies that you have been told. Somebody is asking, can you have 2 crowns of Orisha? Sometimes these English words. Anyway, let me answer you. Let me respond to you. You can work with as many Orishas as are attached to your Odù Ifá. As many Orishas as are attached to your Odù Ifá, you can work with them. As long as your Odù says, oh, you have Obatala, you have Oshun, you have Eshu, you have Egungun, your Odù is the one that said you have it. It is the destiny you picked, is the Ori that you picked before you came into this earth. You will do it. It's not even a do you want to or do you not want to. It's a you should do it. Just the same thing with Egbe. Some people have more than one Egbe, and they have to take accountability of all of that Egbe that they have to be able to function properly in this life. Our Aladura said, yes, that is the fundamental of life, to find balance. Eshegoni. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. You need a divination, you need consultation, you need reading, you want to do your Etefa, your Ishefa, what you guys call Ifa initiation and hand of Ifa. You want to buy spiritual and herbal product, just send a message to the WhatsApp number. It's a verified WhatsApp number for Ifa College and Iyanifa Ewa. The YouTube channel is Iyanifa Ewa TV and the website is ifacollege.ng. I received a mail from somebody yesterday. Bring my phone. Let me see if that mail is there. Bring my tablet. I received a mail from somebody yesterday. If you have different partners, is that bad for your spirit? What do you mean if you have different partners? You mean like in a relationship, like you're in a relationship with more than one person? Please confirm that's the kind of partner you are referring to. Is that the kind of partner you are referring to? A money. Like you are dating more than one person or married to more than one person? Or is it business partnership you are referring to? So I know how to respond to that question. And no, I'm not upset because you started your message with, I hope you are not mad. No, I'm not. Where is the king here now? Where is my man? Not married. Okay. People, you are not married to them, but you are dating more than one person. Is it bad for your spirit? You know, I've said it before here that Ifa is an individual thing. For some people, their Odù Ifá allows them. For some other people, it is an absolute no with their Odù. Which is why I always talk about balance on an individual level. Ifa treats us as individuals. Ifa does not have general information. Aside from the basic violations of, human rights in life, every other thing is on an individual basis. Now, why would we not call that a basic violation of human rights? You are an adult, you are in relationship with other adults. Now, when it becomes a problem is you are in a relationship with these adults and you are assuring them that you are the only one, they are the only ones you are in a relationship with. Meanwhile, you are in a relationship with more than one person. You already know that it is wrong. Because this person is with you under the impression that I am in a monogamous relationship. But you are in a relationship with them with the mind that you are in an open relationship. You are violating the right of somebody. You are deceiving somebody. You are lying to somebody. That is wrong. Whether your Odù Ifá allows it or not. People that their Odù Ifá allows them to have multiple partners, multiple married partners, is called polygamy. Everybody is aware what is going on. All the partners are aware. The man is aware that he has more than one wife. The other women are aware that their husband has different partners. If you practice polyandry, the men are aware that the woman they are with has other men. Some people's Odù allows them. Some people's Odù will not even allow it, despite the fact that it is open. Iyanifa, some I can react because I listen to your podcast on my way to. Oh, it's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you are in a relationship with multiple partners, make sure that every other person in that relationship is aware of the dynamics of your relationship. If they are not aware, you already know what the answer to it is. I don't think there is any Odù Ifá that will support you to deceiving somebody else into something that they do not want. That's outrightly wrong. There is no part of Ifá. It is not a proof of Iwapele. It is not a proof of good character in any way. Have multiple partners. You are an adult, they are adults. There is no law in Ifá that says you cannot, as long as it aligns with your Odù. But make sure that the people you are in that partnership with, they know that this is the dynamics of what is going on. I think I've answered your question. Yeah, let me see. I received an email. Okay, yes. All right. Let me read out this email. The email came from somebody called Michael Epstein. The person is a lawyer, because the person added Esquire to their name, ESQ to their name. And I will read the parts that I can read out. The person said, PS, an unrelated side note. Thank you for your commitment to affordable learning. Price points and financial exploitation has become such an inhibitor to the folks in the West on their Ifa journeys. It is reassuring to see that there is a group looking to marry value and fairness so that individuals can learn without the aforementioned stressors. You will know this person is a lawyer because Kilo Shane. In short, the person is saying thank you to Ifa College for making education in Ifa affordable. So without the mind of, without taking advantage and exploiting the financial situation of people in the West. We see that a lot. We see that a lot. And to hear somebody say this, who is also in the West, the person that wrote that is from Florida. Please check, is it Florida? Check the mail. The person mentioned where they are from. I think he said he's from Florida. For somebody in the States to have sent us this message, yes, is from Florida, yeah. The person had requested for something initially, and then as a side note mentioned that it is an encouragement for us, because for people that are close to me, I tell you that Ifa College has not started funding itself. Ifa College still cannot afford the amount of resources that is going into it. With the number of students that we have and how much they have paid for their courses, Ifa College can still not pay her own bills. The resources that is invested in Ifa College right now is personal funds from me and the businesses that I have built, and people here and there that support every now and again. If we decide to sit down and charge, there is an Ifa University online, you will find them. Their classes is charged in thousands of dollars, and that's okay. Because they are running a structure that needs to be able to fund itself and gain profit to be able to expand. If I decide to run Ifa College like that, myself, I know that's my warning. But we are grateful to Ajay that makes these resources available for us to be able to pump into it. The millions we are pumping into Ifa College every day. Just to get documentation in Nigeria to say, finally, oh, they have certified or giving us a certificate that Ifa College can exist. My team members can tell you for how long we are on this journey and how much we have spent. My lawyer has had to contribute personal funds. She will put in her personal funds into it and come back to say, yeah, we did this, we did this, we did that. Everybody's hand is on deck. We are at this point, it is still a personal project for us. You know that business, that baby business that you have, that you just love, you are just putting money into it. It has not started to make money, you are just putting money into it, hoping that one day it will make sense. That is what Ifa College is at this point, at the time of recording this video. And to get that kind of message from a total stranger, it encourages us as a team to know that people see what we are doing and they know that we had a choice to do it in a certain way that every other person is doing it, but we chose to do it this way so that everybody, more and more people, can benefit and afford it and be able to get access to undiluted, unwatered down information and truth. It is an intentional thing. So when you go to any other Ifa platform where they are teaching and you see them charging $500, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, it's not because Iyanifa Ewa does not like money. It's because information is what I put first. You getting undiluted, unwatered down information is my first priority. That's my calling. One day, Ifa College will be able to stabilize financially and afford to run his own bills. Maybe after I've gone, maybe while I'm here. I don't know. I've not even set a time frame to it. As long as Ajay is making that supply to continue to come, we will continue to put everything into this to make sure that it works. Iyanifa, Owine and I were talking about something during the week. When we are done with it, you will see it. It's going to involve our personal funds again, just so that a certain group of people in a certain place are able to have access to undiluted, unwatered down truth. So I don't know how the person found me. I don't know if the person watches my live streaming. I don't know if you are here, but I'm going to reply your mail. But before I do, I just want to say thank you for acknowledging that. It means a lot to us. It gives us the encouragement we need on this journey. And to every student that had put in money to get knowledge at the Ifa College, that knowledge you have gotten, if you are able to get something remotely close to it elsewhere, you are going to be paying thousands of dollars for it. Google, check online and see it. And I can beat my chest to it that that information might not be broken down to you the way Iyanifa Ewa breaks it down to you. Are they going to teach you in 5 years? But the way that we teach it, that you are able to apply and relate it with your everyday life, not so many people will give that to you. And they will still charge you thousands more than we do. There is no course in Ifa College that is worth $500, except you are taking a medical course, which is Orisha herbalism, and that's because it's a medical course. Medical courses are like that. But anything in the arts, anything in the business, anything in the social sciences, no. Elédùmarè, Ajay will continue to make it easy for us. Ajay will continue to replenish and supply. Ajay will continue to make it easy for everybody that is a part of the success of this. And we are all going to celebrate Ifa. You see this information, it will reach everybody. You see how they said, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel. We are going into all the world to give the knowledge of Ifa, and we will enter into all the world. People have started to show up. Iyanifa, I can translate your videos for you in this language. I can translate your book for you in this language. I say we are going, Ifá ti gbayé lọ. Ọ̀gbẹ̀rì gan ti mọ̀ báyìí, ọ̀gbẹ̀rì gan ti notice pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀. Ayé tí Ifá ti ń gbayé lọ o. And me and you will be the reason tí Ifá ṣe máa gbayé lọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We have come to the end of this episode of Àṣẹ for today. Àṣẹ for today. We're getting close to the end of season 3. Today is Tuesday, right? So we have 2 more episodes to the end of this season. 2 more episodes to the end of this season. I'm going to miss Àṣẹ for today, but I'm going to enjoy my rest. If you are going to miss me, you will not miss me too much because I will still be in your face on YouTube. 24 hours. Our channel will be running for 24 hours. Even on Sunday, I might not come. Let me just tell you, even on Sunday, I might not show up on some Sunday. The Sunday that you see me, you better be happy. The Sunday that you don't see me, drink Zobo. Take tissue and drink Zobo and say, oh my God, I miss Iyanifa.
While watching YouTube.
While you are watching YouTube. Oh my God, I miss Iyanifa live today. Drink a little Zobo and watch YouTube. Drink a little Zobo and watch YouTube. Maybe next week, Iyanifa will come again. But I'm super grateful for everybody that has been on this journey. Season 1 was an absolute greatness. Season 1 was an absolute greatness. Season 2 was explosive. Season 3 has been deep. Season 3 has been very deep. Season 3 has been deep. Oh. I think season 1 and season 2 was just preparing us for the deeper things to come. Season 3 has been very deep. I wonder what season 4 is going to look like. Was season 3 deep gone? Even me, I go back to listen to my own videos like, there was something I said there that I need to go and analyze it again. Asha for today would hold again tomorrow, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. on the GMT, 12 midnight or 12 a.m. for those of you on the EST. Replays is available on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. If you have a question, you need consultation, divination, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. Mrs. On Forever, thank you so much for being my personal PA on this journey so far. Mena, thank you. Sumaya, I'm super grateful for your interactions, for your comments, for how you keep these live streamings alive. Mr. Dayo P1, thank you so much. See, the quality of the people that we have on this live streaming. Social media is a leveler. If you know I was telling my partner a couple of days on Sunday. I said the quality, my live streaming, my community is quality over quantity. The quality of people on this live streaming, you will be shocked. One day, life will bring us together in the same physical space. Last year, we will find a reason to come together, host meetings, host conferences in different physical locations. Then all those small Gen Z baddie boys and girls that are here, when we start to mention people and they look at them like, I know this man, that's where you understand the kind of people that are here. But it humbles me to know that people of your caliber, people of your quality, people of your magnitude think of me as worthy to wake up in the morning and listen to. I am grateful. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ifá, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn arúnmọlẹ̀, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn Aláṣẹkù pé ẹ dá wa dá. You are not telling us to go and do it because we cannot do it without you. How will somebody be on a live streaming that nobody is watching? Or 2 people will come, 3 people will come. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ifá, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè. It is a privilege for me to be the person that is speaking to you. A dúpẹ́ Ifá ṣeun. Elédùmarè ṣeun. Until tomorrow when I come your way again, let us make our Iwori before we go. Let us make our Iwori before we leave. The light that is shining outside is a light of bright future. It's a bright future kind of light. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà. Àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́. Àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ̀. Ọ̀ràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣèbà ọba tó lọ kọrin kése àṣèbà. Ọba lánàá ọba lẹ́yìn ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbà. Elédùmarè ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbálá ayé tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀ àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ̀. Àjàgùnmàlè olúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbà. Olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣèbà. Mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn bàbá mi, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ìyá mi, mo ṣèbà olúwo mi, mo ṣèbà àyà àbíyè, mo ṣèbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin lèkèlèkè gbàràdá olórí àbíyè, mo ṣèbà olórí olúwo gbogbo Lagos State, bàbá mi kábíyèsí àsápé ọlà, mo ṣèbà yín o, mo ní kíbà mi ṣe ọ̀. Ẹ̀wùjí alágbolójò abiyamọ tí ń gbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀, ìyá mi ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ́ olóyìn ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, mo ṣèbà mo ṣe oore yèyé o, omi o, ọ̀tá o, ẹ̀rí o, àgbá o, mo ṣoore yèyé ọ̀ṣun o, mo ní kíbà mi ṣe ọ̀. Ìyá mi Ajíbọ́lá ògbódò ọ̀rà, ìyá mi àbẹ̀ní onílé, mo ṣèbà àwọn ọ̀yá mẹ́ta, mo ṣèbà àwọn dúdú, àwọn funfun, àwọn pupa, mo ṣèbà mo ní kíbà mi ṣe ọ̀. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ arógbáṣọ má balẹ̀, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ̀. Gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè la ṣèbà fún àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ̀. Àṣèbà níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń gbọ́ Ifá, àṣeyé ìpá Ifá, àṣeyé ìpá odò. Ifá orí mi rèé o, Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀dayọ̀, Ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ̀. Mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ọmọdé tó péjọpọ̀ síbí, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àgbàlagbà, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn awo, mo ṣègbà gbogbo àwọn bàbá ìyá ní gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ẹ bá wà láì dápá kan sí mo ṣègbà àwọn lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè mo ṣègbà mo ní kí bà mí ṣe o. ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá tá a wá bọ́ sílé mi àti kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ yìí o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́ kó gba tòsì jáde.
àṣẹ o.
ó ti dénú wa báyìí adòdìndín ni àwa múre ọlá wa amúre ajé wa amúre ọlà wa ọrọ̀ àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera pípé á mú wá fún wa ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú ẹ̀ òun làwa fi máa lo ilé ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ibi gbogbo tá a bá wá kọjú sí ibi gbogbo tí orí ń gbé wa lọ ire la máa bá níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwa ò ní bá wọn lọ síbi tí orí ò gbé wa lọ ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní gbé wa lọ síbi tí orí ò gbé wa lọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo àwa tá a wà nínú ìgbéyàwó gbogbo àwa tá a wà nínú àjọṣepọ̀ lọ́kọ-láya ọkùnrin sóbìnrin láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní ṣìṣe níbẹ̀ àní ṣìwí níbẹ̀ ilé wa ò ní dàrú àjọṣepọ̀ wa ò ní dàrú ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tí àwọn ọkùnrin nílò láti fi ṣe ọkọ aya ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tí àwọn obìnrin nílò láti fi ṣèyàwó lọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ ọkọ wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè Ifá fún wa Ọ̀rúnmìlà fún wa àwa náà á dẹ̀ mú lò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kò wá sí bí ilé ayé ṣe ń sọ pé ìgbéyàwó máa dàrú tó tèmi àti yín ò ní dàrú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní ṣìfẹ́ o àní ṣìfẹ́ o àní gbé egun eléegun o àní bá wọn kọjú wọlé kọjú jáde láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwa ní dopó ọ̀sán gangan ìyàwó ò ní kú mọ́ wa lójú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo àwa tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ti sọ pé tífá ti sọ pé a máa lọ́kọ nílé ayé yìí a máa láya nílé ayé yìí Elédùmarè á ṣe wá lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa kalẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. bá a ṣe ti wá mú ọkọ tá a ti máya ire ajé ire ọmọ ire owó ire ọlá ire ọlà ló máa jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kí ló dé tí mo ṣe fẹ́ obìnrin yìí kí ló dé tí mo ṣe fẹ́ ọkùnrin yìí níbo ni mo ti pàdé lágbájá yìí kò ní tẹnu wa jáde láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kí ló dé tèmi àti ẹ̀ ò tí ì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rìnrìn àjò ilé ayé tipẹ́tipẹ́ òun lórin tá a máa kọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ayé á wá wò wá wọ́n á rí ìfẹ́ nínú ilé wa wọ́n á rí ọlá níbẹ̀ wọ́n á rí ajé níbẹ̀ wọ́n á rí dùnú àti ayọ̀ níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn ọmọ tá a wá ń bí àwọn ọmọ tá à ń tọ́ nínú ilé yẹn àwọn ọmọ táyé fi máa tọrọ ọmọ ni wọ́n láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn ọmọ tó máa múnú òbí dùn tó máa gbé orúkọ ẹbí yẹn lárugẹ àwọn ló máa jẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kò wá sí bí kíkan àti korò ṣe ń yálé onílé tó kò ní yálé mi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. kò sí gbogbo ènìyàn ṣe ń ta ọfà sínú ìmọ́lẹ̀ ìgbéyàwó tó wọ́n ní ta ọfà sínú ìmọ́lẹ̀ ìgbéyàwó èmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ níbi tí àwa méjèèjì ti ń bọ̀ nílé ayé o ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ níbi tẹ́yìn méjèèjì ti ń bọ̀ nílé ayé ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tá a nílò láti bára wa lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rẹ́ tí Elédùmarè ti kọ fún wa Ifá ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ìṣẹ́ ò ní yálé wa o àrùn ò ní ya ẹbí wa o àìrí náà ò ní yálé wa o àìríṣe ò ní yálé wa o ọmọ aráyé ò ní kọ̀ dí àìmọ̀ṣe sí wa o àní tẹ ojú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ nínú ìgbéyàwó yẹn o àwọn ọkọ wa àwọn aya wa wọn ò ní tẹ ojú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn tí wọn ò tí ì wá sínú inú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá nínú wọn ẹsẹ̀ wọn máa darí wọn síbi tí wọ́n ti máa róòótọ́ àwọn náà á dẹ̀ jókòó síbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹni tó wá wù yín pé bí mo ṣe ń ṣe fáyín ó wù mí kọ́ ẹnì kejì mi tó jọ́kọ mi tó jáya mi náà máa ṣe orí wọn àti ìṣẹ̀dá wọn á pè wọ́n padà wá sílé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àwọn òrìṣà àti irúnmọlẹ̀ wọn á fà wọ́n padà wá sínú Ifá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ẹ̀ wá jìjọ gbélé ayé ṣeun rere ẹ̀ kọ́lé mọ́lé ẹ̀ bímọ lémọ ibi táwọn èèyàn ti ń ṣoríire nílé ayé ẹ̀ jìjọ ṣoríire níbẹ̀ láṣẹ. kò wá síbí jà àti what is misunderstanding called in Yoruba? gbólóhùn asọ̀ kò sí bíjà àti gbólóhùn asọ̀ ṣe lè wà nínú ìgbéyàwó yín nínú ìrẹ́pọ̀ yín kò ní dà yín àárín yín rú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò sí bí gbólóhùn asọ̀ yẹn ṣe fẹ́ èdè àìyedè kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ rí kò ní dà àárín yín rú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wá láwọn ọmọ tó ti tó láti lọ lé ọkọ wọn ò ní gbé egun eléegun ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tẹ́ ẹ nílò láti fi tó àwọn ọmọ yẹn nínú ìgbéyàwó Elédùmarè máa fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wá wà ní ipò single ẹ má dé ká wá Yorùbá tí ò sọnù ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ single tẹ́ ẹ ń wọkọ tẹ́ ẹ ń wáyà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè orí yín á gbé yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹni tẹ́ ẹ máa bá lo ilé ayé pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ máa ṣọ̀rẹ́ ara yín dalẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ ní ṣìyàn ní ṣìyàn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin àtobìnrin tó ń rin ilé ayé tí wọn ò wá pẹ̀lú òótọ́ ọnú ní ṣalábàápàdé wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tí wọ́n ti pinnu pé gbéyàwó àwọn fẹ́ lọ ṣèbàjẹ́ níbẹ̀ ní pàdé wọn lọ́nà yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tó bá wá kù díẹ̀ báyìí kọ́ ọmọ olóore yín jì sí kòtò mọ̀nàmọ́ná á ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní ọjà òkùnkùn nígbéyàwó táwa bá wá ṣí ọjà yẹn ìmọ́lẹ̀ làwa máa bá níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọgbọ́n la máa bá ń bẹ̀ ajé la máa bá ń bẹ̀ ìdùnnú àtayọ̀ la máa bá níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè táwa wá rí ẹnikẹ́ni níbi tó ẹ pé ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́rin tó yẹ kí ìgbéyàwó yín kí kó fi dúró sílẹ̀ ó ti kù méjì ó ti ń yí níbí ó ti ń ṣe ségesège ó ti ń jọ gàté kò jọ gàté ó ti ń rí bákan láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ àti òye láti padà sí ìfẹ́ tó kọ́kọ́ so yín pọ̀ láàárọ̀ Elédùmarè á fi ràn yín lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè Ọ̀ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Ẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyàn ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi á pọn ìfẹ́ àti oyin àti ọlá tó ní á pọn sínú ilé yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọkọ á gbọ́ aya yé aya á gbọ́ ọkọ yé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọkọ á ṣèké aya náà á ṣèké ọkọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo yín lẹ máa mọ ìhà ibi tẹ́ ẹ ní níbẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ jùmọ̀ ṣe àjọṣepọ̀ ní wá lo àjọṣepọ̀ yẹn pẹ́pẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè jíjọ dàgbà jíjọ dògbó jíjọ fèrègì jobi jíjọ fọwọ́ pa ewu ẹnìkan ò ní kánjú lọ nílé ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tẹ́ ẹ bá wá jókòó tẹ́ ẹ bá dàgbà débi tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè lẹ́ẹ̀ máa dàgbà sí ní fàìsàn ló gbà wọn máa rántí gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ti gbélé ayé ṣe ní kékeré á múnú yín dùn á máyọ̀ yín kún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wo àwọn ọmọ yín wo àwọn ọmọ yín wo gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ti gbélé ayé ṣe dẹ̀ lè sọ pé Ifá ṣeun Elédùmarè ṣeun àwọn Aláṣẹkù ṣeun láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn ọmọ tí yín náà àwọn á máa wò yín àwọn ọmọ yín ọmọ yín wọ́n á máa wò yín wọ́n á máa wò gbéyàwó yín láwòkọ́ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè inú wa dùn ọkàn wa balẹ̀ dálẹ́ o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìrì ọlá tí ajé mú wá ajé á bù sí fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní owó lọkùnrin fi ń ṣọkọ ìyàwó ọgbọ́n náà lọkùnrin fi ń ṣọkọ ìyàwó gbogbo ọkùnrin tó péjọpọ̀ síbí lẹ́ni ajé ò ní wọ́n lọ́wọ́ yín bó ṣe wù yín lọ́kàn yín láti fi owó ṣe ajé àgbà fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo fífẹ́ yín ní rere àwọn tó láyé á bá yín fẹ́ gbogbo kíkọ̀ yín àwọn tó láyé á bá yín kọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn aya tẹ́ ẹ wá ń ṣe fún náà wá mọ̀ọ́rẹ́ wọ́n á múnú yín dùn wọ́n á mú orí yín wú wọ́n á mú ayọ̀ yín kún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tá a bá wá rí lọ́kọ láya tó ń wojú Olódùmarè fọmọ Ọ̀ṣunṣẹ̀ Ẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ìyá ọlọ́mọ yọyọ Yemọja òrìṣà ọlọ́mọ yọyọ aṣọmọ alálùbáríkà ọmọ olóríire ọmọ tó fi ń tọrọ ọmọ tó ń múnú òbí dùn ọmọ tó ń mú ayọ̀ òbí kún wọn á fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè òrìṣà ìbejì làǹtìlanti ló máa wọlé tàn yín wá ní rọ̀rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wá ní fojú sunkún àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní mọ sàárì àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọn ò ní fún àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọn ò ní fi dà wá láàmú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo bí tí ìgbéyàwó wa ti nílò ìtùnú àti ayọ̀ àti tuntun ṣe Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe á bá wa tún ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní àwòṣe ní ti fá àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà àbátálágẹmọ bá dá báyìí òrìṣà òkè ń gbà àwa tún ti wí lẹ́ni Elédùmarè ọba òkè ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmarè. Àṣẹ. Somebody on YouTube said, can you do some in English, please? Should I say unfortunately or as a matter of choice? Iwori flows more for me in Yoruba language than in English. There are some times when I translate, sometimes and most times Maori does not lead me into translation. So just trust and believe that everything we have said is right and is true and it aligns with you, and see Ashe, and you will experience it in full positively. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Àní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe. Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣá Odù sẹ́yìn ó bá wa ṣe. Àní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe. Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣá Odù sẹ́yìn ó bá wa ṣe. Ifá bá wa ṣe o. Elédùmarè á bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Títí ọ̀la tá tún máa pàdé lórí ètò, èmi náà ni ìyá yín, ọ̀rẹ́ yín, olólùfẹ́ yín, olóyè Iyanifa Ewa tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Iyanifa Ewa. Until tomorrow when I join you again on another episode of Ashe for Today, I remain your host, the founder of Ifa Collect, Chief Iyanifa Ewa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. I will see you tomorrow, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. And until tomorrow I say Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn Aláṣẹkù wọ́n á gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ.
Ó dàbọ̀.